Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready, break. Ready?
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Move to 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
Down to the 25. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Nevis knocks this one through.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Watson. And it's complete to Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
From the red zone now, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion left is Wilson. Here's Lance to throw it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And really, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second down and goal. Lance. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And Lance going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Diggs.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Caught left side, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Chase Young able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Mevis knocks this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They run over center with Mitchell. Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I'm press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Shot, 17. 10 cycles. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Set, hut. On the ball.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got the first down and more than that. Touchdown! Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Watson's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To the air yet again, Watson.
Again to the big time.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
He's still on his feet.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, Watson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing again on second down. Watson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley, 45 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Lance.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Watson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle, 36 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in the blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He's got to hook up with Diggs. And they work this out past the 25.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right, 97, long red, yellow.
Here's Lance.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
In motion right is Wilson. Following the penalty, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
Touchdown Raiders. Tyrell Williams from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general.
Your team, what is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting savage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now to a friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing now is Lance.
Left side caught by Diggs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Stephon Diggs, 69 yards.
And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the score. And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders continue to show.